What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. So today we have the season 11 and I believe season 12 as well, Victory Track and Glider circuit nodes. So they're also introducing attacker buffs. Say hello, attacker buffs. So here, I don't know why it says, it starts August 9. That's definitely not accurate. So I'm not too sure when it actually starts. Should be this Wednesday though. But let's see. So for the Victory Track, we have full season. Okay, so the buff for us. Tech champions cannot have their ability accuracy lowered. Whenever tech attackers gain an armor up or inflict an armor break debuff, remove one of the defender's prowess effects. Whenever tech attackers remove a prowess, they gain a fury passive granting 10% attack for 20 seconds, max 20 stacks. Okay, this is actually really huge because, 10% attack is quite nice. And because this stacks, this is going to be amazing. Like, I'm already thinking of like Mega Sentinel, how she gains so many armor ups. I cannot think a lot of armor break tech champions right now, but there's quite a few that gain armor ups, especially, dude, actually Iron Man. The buff version of Iron Man, he gets a ton of buffs, and he also inflicts armor breaks. So, I mean, that's definitely interesting. I definitely want to see how that goes. But let's see. So they gain prowess if we land the same type of basic attack. That's combination of prowess. Really interesting. Okay. So you actually want to play around this. You want to inflict prowess, or you want the opponent to get prowess so you remove them with your armor breaks or armor ups and gain that fury. That's gonna be an interesting one. That's gonna be tech heavy attack. Okay. And then prowess puncture. Each time the defender gains prowess, you also gain 1 second passive impact charge, running 20% block penetration. Okay, that could be tough. I don't know if this stacks, not too sure. And also the relic starts with 50%. Okay. Now, let's see the glider circuit. So this is actually really important for this season because this is the first season where we're going to have seeding, which means it's going to be a lot easier to get to the glider circuit week 1. So we have the exact same attack node right there. Okay. It gives the same attack and it's same duration, same stacks. Okay. And then there's also the combat deja vu, which, is it the same? Yeah, it's exactly the same potency. There is also a 40% block penetration instead of 20. And then rise to power. When the defender is knocked down, gain, or a 4-second timer starts, and if each time the defender lands a hit, they gain power when they strike near your block. Okay, or in the face. Okay. 30% of bar of power. That's quite a bit. So if they strike you like 3 times, they'll gain 1 bar of power. That's not too crazy though. I feel like this first meta is not going to be that difficult. There's definitely going to be some champions that have, some certain projectiles from the special attacks where you cannot really dex them. So the block penetration might be a little bit crazy. Who knows? But I'm definitely interested to try the attack meta. Very, very interested. Okay. Now, week 3. Oh, it seems like we have the exact same node, the exact same attacker buff. Okay. And then every 5 seconds, the defender gains indifferent prowess, increasing special attack damage by 10%. Okay. Man, it seems like if you don't have tech champions, it's gonna be hard. Like, they're gonna get so many prowess, so that, like, they're gonna go crazy with the specials. And then every 5 seconds, yeah, we read that. And then for each prowess effect, active on the defender, reducing incoming damage by 5%. Oh, this week you need to have tech champs. Wow. That's kind of tough. And then the defender starts the fight stun immune. Whenever they would be stunned, the attacker is instead stunned. Okay. For 4 seconds, the immunity lasts for 12 seconds, then it goes cooldown for 12 seconds before returning. When the immunity returns, it purifies all stuns on the defender. Wait, so there's no way to counter this? Whenever they would be stunned, the attacker is stunned. Wow, so they're like completely stun immune or something. Unless you have like some Kate Bishop where you stun the opponent and then they stun themselves. That's, I'm not really a big fan of having the exact same concept, prowess for like a whole month, but it actually might be fun. Who knows? But it's looking like it might be a little bit repetitive, removing prowess. It's basically like when you have a deck for this meta, it seems like you're gonna copy the exact same deck for this one, because you just have to remove prowess, and the way to do it is like use tech champs. So this might be repetitive. That's what I'm not really liking so far, but we'll see. Now let's see. We've been super happy with how tactics work in live sport, and we're trying to give them a try for our anniversary season of Battlegrounds. We made a modified version of defense tactic for Victor Track. We keep an eye close on how the performance in order to keep Battlegrounds better, fresh, and engaging. Alright, so let's see. Decay. Attackers are immune to placebo buffs. Whenever they trigger a buff immunity, inflict a 20% wither buff on the opponent, lasting 8 seconds. Max 5. Attackers gain 35% resistance to damage over time effects for each debuff from the defender. When the defender is knocked down, there is a 25% chance per debuff acting on them to inflict a 10-second slow debuff. Okay. Let me read the defender buff here so I'm understanding it better. Making contact with the defender has a 100% chance to grant the attacker a 13-second placebo buff. At max charges, will refresh themselves instead of reapplying a new one. The defender gains 3% bar of power each time the buff is nullified, expires, or removed. Wow, this is tough. This is basically Mystic Dispersion, but wow. You need buff immune champs. I mean, let's see what the attacker says. So we are immune to placebo buffs. And I guess some certain attackers that have this, you know, decay tactic are going to be immune to placebo, obviously. And then whenever they trigger a buff immune, inflict a 20% wither debuff. So because you have a 100% chance to gain a placebo, that means you're going to trigger every hit, which means you're going to inflict a wither debuff on the opponent, which is obviously reduces the power gain. So attackers gain 35% resistance to damage over time effects for each debuff on the defender. The defender is knocked down. Okay, this is definitely a little bit confusing, but I think this is a tactic. This decay is a tactic, so champions for this tactic are going to be amazing. Also the buff immune champs, because it's literally probably unplayable. Like, this is going to be heavy Mystic meta for sure. That's interesting. Okay. Now, let's see. The glider circuit is the same thing. They also have another node here. So, making contact with the defender... making contact with the defender... Isn't it the same node? Oh, yeah, that's a different node. So, making contact has a 100% chance of granting a 12-second buff, plus your buff. At max charges, they're going to reapply themselves. Okay, whenever a buff expires, they're nullified from the opponent. 50% chance for the defender to gain an unstoppable pass for 5 seconds. What? Wow. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about those attack buffs, to be honest. It seems like you're going to need to have those type of champions because it's literally unplayable. Like, this is going to be Premier Week 4. They gain 5% of their max power. It's almost like, I think this is like MD4. So this is kind of crazy, guys. And while close to the defender, they gain stagger debuff every 3 seconds. Wow. So you're also going to have staggers on you, which means if you don't have a way to counter that placebo, it's going to get nullified instantly. This seems really tough, guys. I don't know if I'm just overthinking this, but it seems very difficult. And then week 3 and 4, we have the same node, okay. Sugar pill, exactly the same node, okay. And there's also hazard shift. Shock and bleed. Oh my goodness, that's a tough one. And then the attacker's well-timed blocks place a random debuff from weakness, arm break, or suppression on the defender. So why would we need to do that? There's not really any reason, right? It's just a debuff on the opponent, on the defender. Okay. Man, I don't know. Like, this is definitely an interesting season. But honestly, from what I'm seeing, it might be too repetitive, both seasons. Because it's really the exact same attack buff. And the exact same concept. Like, here it's prowess. You absolutely need to have tech champs. You're not going to survive this week. The second week. Sorry, not this. This one. You're not going to survive this. They're literally stun immune. And it doesn't seem there's a way to shut down the shield. And they also, I mean, they reduce the damage by 5% for each prowess, and they gain one every 5 seconds. And keep in mind, there's defenders that gain prowess as well. It's not just from the node. So it seems like if you don't have tech champs first season, you're gonna have such a tough time. So it might be too repetitive, like same decks and all that stuff. I don't know. Doesn't seem too crazy for me. Plus, I don't think there's any suicide meta for those seasons. what it seems like. And then I just want to know who are the decay tactics, like which champions is that. Honestly, I'm not that big of a fan of tactics in Alliance War too much. It is a little bit repetitive, but I want to give it a shot for like a couple of seasons in Battlegrounds and see how it goes, because the concept is definitely better there. But let me know what you guys think. Do you think this is going to be repetitive, having the exact same attacker buffs in all of season 11 and 12, and having the exact same concept as prowess here and crazy power gain? I don't know. I'm down to try it though, and yeah, let me know what you guys think. I'm scared for this season. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.